we're going to get into start, sub, sell. Let's go.
So I prepared a few of these for you guys. I did my homework.
Okay.
The first one that I got for you guys, or throwing it back.
Pause.
I was going to say, but I didn't know this kind of show, bro.
No, pause.
That was crazy. That was crazy.
All right, throwback. Hazard, Alexis Sanchez, Mohamed Salah.
Well,
Start, sub, sell
Is
in
this
their primes. In their
peak,
peaks,
in
of
their
course, bro.
prime?
All right, if that's the case,
Yeah.
Hazard is going in the bin. But
yeah. So if it's
Peak
in
of
their
the
prime,
powers.
I'm going start Hazard. I'm going sub Salah. And I'm going sell Sanchez.
Yeah, I'm going to agree. I'm going to do Hazard start, sub Salah, but it's close. It's getting closer than people think. And then I'm selling Alexis Sanchez. Sanchez is cold, but the output that Salah has
You can't over
is the big games, everything. Like Sanchez is cold, but and then Eden Hazard for me, he just had the whole package. in
I was
terms
going
of
to ask you,
dribbling,
right? Because
everything.
I agree. Hazard, for me, you got to start him. But on the question of output, I feel like in today's day and age, especially with stats, that's kind of like the thing that people edge towards Salah. Like,
Yeah.
he scores more. So why is it then for you, Hazard, it just puts him on the
Because
top?
Hazard, bro, he just, the eye test, the fear factor, I just feel like, especially as a Man United fan, every time we used to play Hazard, he was going to cause a problem. The dribbling, he was a big game player as well. You know Hazard, he was gravity, bro. You know what I mean? He was literally gravity. Like, he gets the ball 4 man on him. All of a sudden, it opens space for other guys.
He glided,
the
right?
way he can just burst in his pace. He doesn't look like a fast player, but he can just move. You can't barge him off the ball. He was just a complete winger, bro. He was elite. And listen, yes, it's a numbers era, but Hazard was actually still doing good numbers. By the way, he was
had
still
most
doing good
assists in the league
numbers.
1 year, yeah.
He's a special player, man. I think he should have been a 2-time player of the year as well. I feel like that one that Kante got in 16-17 should have been Hazard. Even that season, he got 15 goals, 15 assists in the league. He was a special player. Simple as that.
when
And I
he
think
was
he has a
playing-
claim for arguably all-time Premier League 11.
Yeah,
arguably.
No, because for me, I think that Joel said KMT. I can hear him in the back, but no, I hear. I think I think Hazard's one of those players. You just had to be there.
You had to
be there. Like Hazard for me was Mr. Chelsea from when he started until when he left, and he left at a very high moment in his career. Innit? I think when you played against Hazard or you speak to any players, they say the strength that he had. You saw players bounce off him. He would embarrass players.
It's a different
left
feeling
foot,
with him,
right
man.
foot.
Yeah.
And when he gets the ball, you always felt like something was going to happen. And I think the difference between Salah is he's definitely just a fantastic finisher.
killer, bro.
He's
Like,
a
he's a
killer.
killer. He's a guy
He's
that
that
if
machine.
you get him on that left-hand side, or you get a tap in, or you get whatever it may be, you know, he's going to cause damage.
Yeah.
Innit? However, I just think the effectiveness of Hazard was just.
I just think Hazard's
about
special.
feeling,
man.
right?
Yeah, the talent. He's for me one of the most talented players I've seen play in the
But
Premier League.
people lose. We all watch football, right? People in this day and age lose the thing about how you feel when you're watching a player, bro. If you, how I felt watching Hazard made me want to go and watch football.
There's
So
some players
that's
they're
important to me.
unquantifiable by statistics.
This is what I'm saying.
That Hazard when Chelsea had the gold and the Samsung,
Come
allow
on,
me.
man.
First
But
season
even
Hazard.
they-
Allow
yeah,
me.
bro.
Allow me.
Come on,
man.
Hazard.
Scary.
Special.
All right, next one. We're going to Arsenal. It's going to be an Arsenal edition start sub sell.
Okay.
So on their times just at the club, Martin Odegaard, Mesut Ozil, and Francesc Fabregas. Start sub sell. Who y'all got?
All right. I'm gonna go. Start Fabregas.
Good man.
I'm going to sub Odegaard.
Wow.
And I'm going to sell Ozil. I think Odegaard this season has done more than Ozil did in his best season for Arsenal. Odegaard made Arsenal believe, was part of what made Arsenal believe this season. Most non-penalty goals from a midfielder other than Dele Alli. Captain of the club. I think this season he's been fantastic. Look, Ozil as a player, like, listen, if we're talking about who's a better player,
then
Ozil
Claire
is
Ozil.
disgusting.
He's another-
Ozil is disgusting, but let's keep it 100. Ozil underwhelmed at Arsenal. He was an underwhelming signing, in my opinion, for what they thought they were going to get and for what he was at Real Madrid. I don't think he fully replicated that at Arsenal. Now, it's different going from Cristiano to Giroud, but I just don't think they got the best out of Mesut Ozil. I think Odegaard this season's been great. I can't look further than Cesc Fabregas. Fabregas,
Mr. Arsenal.
From 06 days.
Mr. Arsenal.
Bossing Vieira and Champions League fixtures. Come on, man. Fabregas, that the San Siro, the goal against Spurs, captain of the club, that penalty with the broken leg. Fabregas is
the goal against Spurs.
I know there might be a sour taste for Arsenal fans because he went and ended up going to Chelsea.
They had the chance to re-sign him though. Arsenal
Wenger
fans get bitter, but hey, that's on you guys.
Fabregas is the one for me. What about
I think I have to agree. I do think that Ozil is an incredible talent, and you know, you say he's underwhelmed, but I don't think that was all down to him. I think the teammates couldn't finish the amount of chances that this guy was creating. He was a machine. Yeah. I watched a compilation which was like 19 minutes of all the chances that Ozil created that wasn't finished. He would have probably surpassed his assist record.
Giroud has blood on his hands.
For me, he was like, you speak to players, if you see the interviews of players that have played with him, they speak so highly of him. When he retired, you saw the amount of messages from players who have played against him or with him. Incredible. But like you said, I think with Odegaard this season, he's showing that he's going to be a future great at Arsenal. He's my favourite player at the club. I think he's so important to what makes Arsenal tick. He gives them confidence. Similar to how Fabregas played. Like Fabregas was a young captain playing under, with the likes of Van Persie and Henry and Vieira, and learnt so much from them that when it was his time to be the man, he was the man.
Yep.
And I think you can't, you have to give the respect. And even when he went to Chelsea, he was still the guy. You know what I mean? So throughout his Premier League career, he's had an incredible one. So I would have to say Fabregas.
Fabregas was my first favorite player, bro. Growing up as a kid, I was a United fan. I was looking at that guy like, yo, I want to play like.
You mean Toronto Raptors fan? Remember?
Yeah. Fabregas on the Raptors actually.
Yeah. Wayne Gretzky, NHL.
Nah, Fabregas was my favorite player, but I have to disagree. I'm going to start Fabregas. I'm actually going to bench Ozil.
Really?
Because I just think you talk about Ozil underwhelming at Arsenal. He still led the team to second in the league, bro.
Did he lead the team?
Yes, I think that was his team. I think people talk about
he
him
was
and
great
Alexa.
up until January that year.
I disagree.
That,
I disagree. I think the thing that separates Ozil and the way we talk about Odegaard is that this Arsenal team as a whole is better than that Arsenal team. What if you were to put that version of Ozil? I'm not even saying Madrid Ozil. That version of Ozil into this team.
But that's not fair to Odegaard, though. That's not fair because he plays for the better team. That's not fair.
No, but I'm looking at both of their impacts on their team. Ozil, for a worse Arsenal team, still got them on the precipice of winning the league.
It was Alexis Sanchez.
No, I disagree.
Sanchez
it was a bit of both of them. It was a bit of both of them, yeah.
Sanchez was the man for Arsenal.
Ozil's the unsung hero for that team, bro.
Yeah, of course, but Sanchez was Arsenal's talisman.
The same way we can say,
come on.
Look, Sanchez got signed from United, from Arsenal. Sanchez got signed by United from Arsenal, yeah, at the time where he was at the peak of his powers, yeah, and then he went down, yeah.
Alexis
Ozil, for me, I never saw that. I just saw literally the team was just not as good enough.
The type of player he is, isn't it? You need your teammates to be
luxury,
levels.
bro. He needs someone who can flip and finish.
Yeah.
And I feel like, you see, with Ozil, yeah, he definitely is a very, very underrated player because of the Arsenal team. Not because of his time at Real Madrid. Not because he's a World Cup winner. Because that stuff there is in history.
He's a once-in-a-lifetime talent, bro.
But unfortunately, I will only go for Odegaard just because I can genuinely see that with this Arsenal team, he's going to be a pivotal part of why they become successful.
Like, even with what you're saying, like you're saying that if you put Ozil into this team, like what would this Arsenal team have done? I think that takes away from what Odegaard's done. And okay, if you put Odegaard in the team with Sanchez and that, and he's there scoring 15 Premier League goals, that could have helped Arsenal in their title run. Why not?
I don't think so. I think, and I disagree with you about the Sanchez. I don't agree with you about the Sanchez take. I think Ozil, that season, that was his team. I think the next season, 15-16, when they came second. I actually think when Arsenal got worse, that's when Alexis Sanchez's impact on the team started showing more. And I think that actually tells you what kind of players both of them are. Ozil for Arsenal is underrated, man.
I think he underwhelmed personally. I think it's a very, very similar case to Paul Pogba. You start looking at the underlying numbers.
I'd say Ozil had a better career than
And do you know
Pogba.
what? He did this, and then the teammates help here.
We're talking about he had what, 15 assists by
thing.
Christmas, and then Olivier Giroud forgot how to score goals. I can't blame that on
Take
Ozil,
the game by the scruff of the neck, then.
Oh, is Odegaard in big
So
games?
hold on. Wait, hold on.
Games
He scored in some big games this season.
Bro,
he has scored in big games this season.
games in the final crunch.
What, scored against Newcastle away?
But you're forgetting
you can't say away. Hold on.
Arsenal.
Wait a second. So you have, what is it? 19? Was it 19 assists? In January.
I believe, yeah. No, I think at the end of the season he had 19.
By January he had 18. He made one assist in the calendar in the
bro, look at the tape, bro. It's very easy to say.
And how many goals did he add in that moment? Like, listen, I think it's a bit harsh to say. I think because we love the game and we're purists and we love Mesut Ozil, I think this is what happens with Paul Pogba as well, personally. I think they're very good players and they're always going to look outstanding in certain situations. But they underwhelmed.
I think that's harsh on
They both underwhelmed.
Cams, you're being harsh.
They underwhelmed.
Do you know why you're being harsh?
This sounds like Pogba fan.
No, he was much better than
underwhelmed.
It's cool. Same thing.
He was in the team of the year in 18-19, and if you look at his Zlatan let him down and then assists, it's the same.
Sixth in United.
You gotta look at it like this, bro. Arsenal and United, when they both had Pogba and Ozil, were not finished articles. There was that you're signing Mesut Ozil, who's come from Real Madrid, yeah, to then start playing with players that are below his level, and he still is getting crazy assists. Yeah. It shows that the problem isn't him, for sure. It's not him. It's just the system that the team was playing in wasn't good enough.
But now, I good enough players, period.
Now, it's hypothetical, but I do believe if Ozil was playing in this Arteta team, he's going to be clear above every single player that he's playing with because the talent does speaks for itself, innit? Yeah. But we've got to move on because we've made our bed and we have to lie in it. But you've disagreed with us in the last two, which is fine.
No, the first one I agreed with you guys.
Yes, that's right.
Right, next
unanimous.
Okay, the next one that I got for you guys. This is a very popular take at the moment. Modric, Xavi, Iniesta. Start, sub, sell. We're talking all-timers now, bro.
I'll let you go first.
Wow.
I got mine.
Okay.
I still haven't decided this one.
I'm putting you on the spot.
Now, this one, the first two can always interchange.
Agreed.
I think these two are the best midfield players I've seen since Zidane, for me. But I'm going to go Iniesta first. Then I'm going to go Luka. Then I'm going to go Xavi.
Wow.
And the reason why is because I think with Iniesta, he has every single attribute of a football player that you need. He's able to read the game really, really well. One of the best dribblers that we've seen, can score, left foot, right foot. His awareness of on the pitch is incredible. I think we speak a lot about how Messi was important in that Barcelona team, but so is Iniesta. I think Messi doesn't have that freedom to do what he wants if Ini's not in that team. Of course, along with Busquets and Xavi, but I don't think we've seen someone who is effortlessly that great at football in a long time. Clutch moments, World Cup finals, Champions League quarterfinals, semi-finals, whatever you need from Iniesta, he's gonna prove to you. Now, Luka for me, technically, is clear and is still playing at this level right now.
Unbelievable.
But I just think Ini, when you put them two at their prime together, I just think Ini's just separate. And Xavi is a great midfield player, but I don't think he's there with Ini. I think they're there because of.
I disagree.
Personally, this is just my because this is down to how you feel.
Splitting hairs, bro.
Yeah. But I just think, for me, it would go Ini, Luka, and then Xavi.
Yo, listen, I actually changed my mind on this.
Get off the fence, bro.
So much. This is hard. But do you know what? I'm gonna do it from just their peaks. I'm gonna do it for me. I'm gonna do it for their peaks. So then, if it's their peaks, I gotta go Iniesta. Oh man, because Xavi's one of my favorite players ever. Because the way he controlled games,
bro. The guy's a metronome. That's why I call him the metronome, bro.
Bro, the way he controlled games was I haven't seen a controller like ever. But I gotta go Iniesta because just because of the feel factor, as I mentioned, just that little bit of dribbling ability was just like it was nasty. And I just remember, even when we used to play against Messi, Iniesta used to be just like, but in Xavi, it's so hard. I'm gonna go Iniesta, Xavi, Modric.
He knows ball. And
the thing is, I love Modric as well. Like, honestly, this is splitting hairs for me because I got mad backlash for saying this, and people I think took it out of context, right? I got attacked by the whole Barcelona fan base and then the whole Real Madrid fan base was right at me. It was literally a split. I was in the middle, two fan bases fighting. I just think when you look at Luka Modric, he controls the game to an extent like Xavi in ways, and he can dribble from midfield to an extent like Iniesta ways. Now, is his dribbling as good as Iniesta's? No. Is his controlling as good as Modric? No. But as Xavi. But I just feel like if you have them together, you kind of make a Luka Modric type of player. I got mad backlash for it, but that's what I was trying to say. Not saying that he's both of them combined and he's better.
No, of course not, yeah.
But I'm still going to go. I'm going to go Iniesta. Man. Iniesta, Xavi, Modric.
Malak, I agree with you, bro.
Xavi.
I agree with you.
Xavi.
I think Iniesta, bro, like you're putting him in a conversation. I know you're going to disagree. You might disagree with me too. I think it's him and Zidane for best midfielder of all time.
Iniesta, that's what goes without saying for me personally.
Yeah. He's the only player ever to be named man of the match in a World Cup final, Euro final, Champions League final. The guy, like you said, in big moments, always holds himself accountable. Yeah.
You know Zidane?
Zidane in the 2,000 Euros was Totti who won Man of the Match.
Wow.
Yeah. Come with statistics. I'll see you on Football Heritage one day.
Nah.
No. I think Modric is obviously an all-timer. He has earned his stripes. He deserves to sit at this table. But I think the other two got more food, bro.
That dominance that he's put on that Champions League, though.
Modric. But I just think it's more like, I don't want to disrespect him here, but I think with Modric, it's almost more moments that he gives you. I've never seen Real Madrid with Modric in their midfield dominate games the way that Xavi.
Nah, man, I disagree.
That's not dominate games through possession, not like
That's not the way they play.
That's what I was gonna say. So we see with Real Madrid the way they play, yeah. There's moments where Modric, there was an interview that Rio had with him, and there was basically outlining his positioning when he gets the ball, and he says he prefers when he's in the opponent's attacking half and getting the ball because he can send a player and dribble. I think that type of player is one of those players that we don't see anymore, who's fearless, who's able to transition and create space. If you see the amount of times that Modric is running, he'll give the ball to someone who would make the assist. And it's like those underrated moments, probably why we don't look at his stats and be like, oh, but he hasn't got this amount of assists. Watch him play. Sit and watch Modric play and see how he dominates the game.
He's brilliant.
And I think also with Xavi and Iniesta and Busquets, why they're so blessed is that they're able to play with each other for club and country. So you saw...
And the youth system, they
understand each other. So I understand why you would put Xavi ahead of Modric, but I think we're never going to get another Modric. Like, there's never going to be another one of him. With Xavi, his style of play, not to say there'll be another player like him, but you see with the Pedris and you see with the Gabis,
pure controllers.
It's in the Barcelona system, whereas Modric, when we saw him at Tottenham, I think we saw that he's too good for this. And it wasn't a surprise that Real Madrid came from. So for me, I just love the way Modric plays.
It is tough, man. That's a good one, but it's
Xavi,
tough,
he ran games by himself.
Xavi was
he's a one-man midfielder.
You know when I've always thought Xavi was different, but you know when I said there's serious levels. Is the 4-0 against Italy in the final of the Euros? He reduced Pirlo to tears.
Because
what he did to Pirlo's all timer. What he did to that man was, I was like, nah, there's levels, bro. Like, this is like upper echelon now. This is ridiculous. So and
it shows the way Barcelona are playing right now, bro. He's the guy.
Yeah, he's the guy.
He's the master of two.
Nobody kill me. This is just my opinion. You know what I mean? Just my opinion.
All right, I'm gonna leave the big one for last. I got two more. The next one, Gundogan, Thiago, and Paul Pogba. La Pioche starts up.
So you know what you're doing, yeah?
Yeah. I'm trying to
you're messing with my heart because Pogs is like that's like family, like bro. I see you at the functions. Like that's what he reminds me of, yeah. I'll say one thing first. I'll say visually, Thiago's one of the most. He plays football the most beautifully I've ever seen in terms of the way he passes the ball. Is just and he doesn't seem like pressure phases him at any moment. He just knows how to tick the ball around. But I think what we're seeing with Gundogan right now is he's a captain of City. He's the reason why there's this solidarity. I've seen the team talks, the way he plays, his free kicks, he's passing, he's shooting. I think as a whole round midfield player, centre midfield player, he embodies what that should look like right now. So I would have to make him start. Thiago, I think we're talking about Barcelona Thiago. I don't think we're talking about Liverpool Thiago.
Or Bayern.
Bayern
one.
Thiago,
But those careers have, surpassed Pogba's career. So I would have to go. This is man. I'm saying this. I would bench Thiago. I would bench Thiago, and Pogba. I would sell. Now, I'm not saying that Pogba isn't an incredible player. I just think when we look at, because we just did this with the previous one, we look at their careers and what they've done. Bar the World Cup for France, I don't know where he's actually dominated a competition or taken a team somewhere or been an integral part of why the team has been successful.
Thiago at the same time, couldn't you make the same argument? Bar that Champions League run with Bayern, he's had a lot of injury-prone seasons.
But at Barcelona, I don't think it was his fault. You've just got three incredible players.
Of course.
We've gone to Bayern and you've done really, really well. I think when you look at Pogba, you could say Juve though. Juventus, and then what else? Man United, we will have to say it's a flop.
But Thiago, my point is, Thiago outside.
No, we have to say it's a flop. No, we have to.
It's true, but Thiago outside of Bayern, would you say his spell at Liverpool has been good enough?
I think Pogba is for me, I think he's a better player than Thiago.
Yeah.
But if I'm looking at if I was a manager, I'm talking about prime, I'm talking about whatever, I would go Thiago. But
it's a crazy.
Actually, no. Do you know what? I'm changing it.
Yeah.
I'm actually going to change it.
Yeah.
because I've seen watching Pogba at Man United, the moments he had. Yeah, so that's it. I'm gonna go Gundogan, Pogba, Thiago.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Gundogan, Pogba, Thiago as well.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go. Do you know what? Yeah, it's a tough one because it's funny because people say, "Oh, you overhype Thiago," and then they say I overhate Pogba. But here I am putting Pogba ahead of Thiago. But I feel like Pogba. Okay, it didn't work out necessarily at Man United, but I do think he still put out enough to show that he can ball. He's prem capable. If we're going to give Thiago his props for what he did at Bayern Munich, yes, they went and won the league in the lockdown year or whatever, and it was great. The Champions League. But then we got to give Pogba his flowers for Juventus. You know what I mean? They went to the Champions League final too, and he was really good. I remember the game against Man City. I remember the game against Bayern Munich as well. So Pogba is still certified. Of course, he had a great World Cup as well, scored in the final. So if we're going to give Thiago the credit for the Champions League, then let's give Pogba the credit for the World Cup. You know what I'm trying to say? So I think overall, you look at him at Liverpool, he had one good season, in my opinion, a decent season. But again, it wasn't even that many games that he played. But when he played, he showed his quality. But I just think if you actually run through Thiago's career, it's damn underwhelming, bro. You can say the same about Pogba, I guess. But I just feel the effect on the game, I think I'm going to go with Paul Pogba because... Yeah, Thiago's career for what his talent is just been underwhelming. Obviously, the injuries haven't helped. Where the hell has he been this season? We ain't seen him again. So, true say, we ain't even seen Pogba. But I was just about to say, internationally,
Thiago has nothing, bro. It's
nothing. The mantle was meant to be handed over to him and Isco. And them two were like, oh, we irritating. You know what I mean? We hideous twins. You know what I'm trying to say?
Don't do that.
We irritating, bro. You know what I mean? So they were meant to be the new Xavi Iniesta kind of vibe. They both flopped it. So he has not one performance you can look at in international. People still talk about his under-21 tournament. So I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go. Gundogan, I just think we don't need to speak about that. Pogba.
I think it's so interesting, right? Because it really depends on what you're judging it on. I think careers, then you're absolutely right. Gundogan, like, bro, what he did for Dortmund even, before coming to City and running the Prem, he's been so good for them. But I think if you go based on just moments and pure ability, what do they give you? I think you look at a guy like Thiago, bro. He can run midfields on his own at times. Where you talk about, like you're saying, the aesthetics, the technical ability is, bro, it's streets ahead. But I think if we're being fair, we look at the full body of work. Gundogan, you can't debate it.
Man.
He's been, I think it was Pep's first signing at City, or was it John Stones? He was close though. He's up there. So yeah, I think he's been so underrated, so good. You go Pogba second because that international career, but that World
and
Cup
his abilities.
True. And what he did at Juve, and you go Thiago Alcantara last.
All right.
Cool. The last one, and I think this is where
it gets heated. This is where I start throwing hands.
This one's crazy.
This is goat way.
This is crazy.
Do we have the jerseys of the players? Let's get them out. Let's get them out.
Prepared.
Well, we've got 2 of 3, I'm guessing.
The third one you ain't got.
Yeah.
But you might have met the third one.
Huh?
You might have met the third one.
Okay.
Yeah.
We have Ronaldinho. Of course.
Gaucho. Zizou.
And I think if it's the right player,
my Cabil brother right here, bro.
So if it's the right player, we should get an image of me meeting him because I feel.
I think you've met him.
I feel like I've got a picture.
I think you've met him.
I don't know who the last one is, but you got to tell me who.
The third one, because we're going this generation, right?
Yeah.
We were the top 3 dogs. We got Dino, we got Zidane, and we got R9.
Oh,
wait!
Phenomenon!
You weren't expecting that one.
Phenomenon!
You weren't expecting that.
Oh my
God. Way down top.
No, I knew it was gonna be him.
I thought it was Thierry. Bro.
Just so you know,
definitely
met Henry as well, but on Zoom.
You met R9 in
On
Qatar,
Zoom,
right?
yeah.
You met R9, yeah?
Yeah. Bro, can I just say one thing?
That's Ainey on our.
Yes, he is. He's on the intro.
Yeah, there you
I'll
go.
say one thing. Yeah, I was at this paddle event in Qatar for the World Cup. So the likes of Forlan, Totti.
Faisal was telling me about this.
there was just so many incredible players there. Yeah. When R9 walked into that place, you could see the respect. Some players were like, "I've met this man so many times, and I'm still scared to ask him for a photo." Like, this guy is a phenomenon. I think when you look at what football was at the time when he was playing, there was nobody near him at all. All the players that we speak about, they speak about him. That's the main man. And I think even with injuries, look at his career. Look at the numbers, the goals to game ratio at a young age, being such a fearless player, skillful player, left foot, right foot. There gets none better. When we talk about the greatest strikers ever to play the game, R9 is number 1. And I think I think I'm just saying it for everyone here. For me personally,
you start him, bro.
I'm starting R9. Like, there's no. I think it's more about who's getting subbed and who's getting sold.
It's the sell is like,
and we're talking about.
Maybe we bench 2 guys.
And so obviously we've got Ronaldinho, and we've got Zinedine Zidane. Now I'm gonna leave it with you 2 guys because I've done the easy bit, which is say R9. But yeah, tough.
No, you gotta go. You gotta go.
All right. So for me, in terms of impact, in terms of making the game look beautiful, in terms of like what they did at the time when it was at their prime.
You know you can say this about both of them, right?
R10 was great. However, I'm so sorry. This is gonna offend so many people. Zizou, for me, bar R9 is the greatest player that I've seen play the game. Effortlessly beautiful football player, bro. We've seen him in moments in his career. 1998 World Cup, he won that for them. Euros, he won that for them. If not for his flipping headbutt, he would have won that for them as well.
Materazzi, we got beef, bro.
Bro, Champions League final, arguably the greatest goal of all time. Step overs, the touch, the finishing.
Feeling, man.
Like, if you're talking about the beautiful game, that is what you look at.
He's a ballerina.
He's a bro. He's and we see so many players that are, try and play like Zidane, and there's none that can ever. You can't.
You can. I said before, he is, in my opinion, the one player you will never find a replica of.
No. Impossible.
You can try. You'll never find a.
It's like God said, okay, this is how beautiful the game is. I'm going to stitch you just to perfectly.
He was ambidextrous as well.
Bro, don't know what that means, but...
it's like he had no 2 foot. 2 foot. No, like, no,
just
he didn't have a strong foot.
See, I was going to go...
You should have just done that.
No, but sometimes be real. Be honest. Man said, I thought that was an animal. I swear, I thought it was like a spider or something. But yeah, so yeah, I just think Claire guy.
So you're selling R10?
I didn't say that.
Right.
I didn't say I'm.
Listen,
it's just that's where he is right now. No, but R10. It's because. This is mad.
This is criminal. This is criminal.
This is not fair.
This is like 3 of probably the top 5 best players to ever watch.
We get uncomfortable, right?
No, we do.
There you go.
R10. Nah, from my childhood.
Yeah, Dino, bro. Dino is the definition of I'm here for a good time, not a long time, bro.
Oh my God.
I'm here for a good time, not a long time.
No, R10. Oh my days. No, this is mad.
It's mad. This is criminal. We can't do sell, man. We can't do sell.
Wait, you're selling yourself?
Yeah.
I'll be sold.
Listen, we can't do sell with these guys.
We got Matisse in the back going nuts. He's just like, what?
I tell everyone this, right? I've only cried over football one single time in my life. And it was when Zidane got headbutted and he headbutted Materazzi. Because I remember, right? I was young. It's 2006. I was young. I wasn't like you, bro. I was a young guy.
This is the last time he has to be here. Yeah. Because we don't do old shape over there. No.
But yo, my whole family is like French, Algerian. They were rooting for this guy so much. It's his last dance. We all know it. And when he headbutted Materazzi, I look around and all my family's just crying. I'm just a kid, bro. I start crying myself too. We cry, we all cry. You know? But bro, honestly, like the guy is a ballerina, man. When you talk about again, like being greater than statistics, that's Zizou right there, man. He made so many people fall in love. But the thing is, Ronaldinho too, bro. He's the joy of football epitomized right there, bro. If you want to talk about an entertainer, the last of his kind, that's Ronaldinho.
This is a ridiculous question. Bro. This is a ridiculous question. This shouldn't be. This question should never ever be allowed.
I know.
This question should never ever be allowed. And the thing is, I don't know if R9's my number 1. I'll be honest. I don't know if R9's my number 1. But man, them know how I feel about Zizou.
But that's you.
No, but this is
so. This is down to you, bro.
Nah. R9, bro's a mythical
You know what? Only thing I would say, the reason why I'm gonna go R9 1 is because I genuinely think Zidane and Ronaldinho will say R9 1.
I think
I think they will say R9 1. So I'm gonna go R9.
Yeah.
Can I just say something quickly? 2006 World Cup, Brazil against France. What Zizou did in that game set him aside for me. Because that was R9 approaching.
Yeah, he was kind of the end. But this is Ronaldinho right in the middle of his peak.
Right in the middle where we felt like maybe another great season, another Ballon d'Or.
And you know Zidane, that World Cup, came out of retirement to lead France.
Kaká's in that team. Cafu's in that team. Lucio's in that team. Roberto Carlos in that team. Come on, bro. Like, this is my point. And that performance,
you ran him the hell out.
You see that one. Even if you have, I watched that competition live in it. But even if you haven't, go watch it on YouTube, bro. It for me. Come on, man.
Yeah.
Like,
this is a ridiculous question, but I gotta go R9, Zidane, Ronaldinho. Now listen, saying Ronaldinho is
no, but we love you. We absolutely. You
are our love.
They love you, but you want to sell them.
No.
You just asked the question about literally, in my opinion, the top 5 football talents ever.
Yeah.
R9, Zidane, Messi, Maradona, and Ronaldinho. Those for me are the top 5 talents to ever touch a football. So this is a ridiculous question, bro.
Yes, I want to know what you got to say.
I'm just the host, actually. So I would go Ronaldo Nazario because I just think he's mythical, bro.
Yeah.
Like his career, like
they're
people
all
talk
myths,
about.
though.
No, but he's a real myth, bro. Because I think the craziest thing with him is like we still have that question: what if he had stayed healthy his whole career, bro? We could be talking about like Messi, CR7.
We would be.
No,
we would
be.
Yeah. So. Already with that injury-prone career, I got him first. Yeah. Second, that's my Kabyle Algerian brother right there. Zinedine Zidane. That is royalty.
Justice for Ronaldinho.
Ridiculous.
But justice for Ronaldinho.
Ronaldinho, man. Sorry. I've never seen Ronaldinho was like a meteorite. When he crashed down onto Earth, he was like you couldn't believe what you were seeing, but it just wasn't long enough compared to Zidane.
Obviously, you didn't live in the UK at the time. Do you know what it was like going to school in Ronaldinho's prime?
Yeah. The little hip shake and the toe.
Do you know how much? So most of my shoes. The left side of it and the right side were scraped because I was trying to do the flip-flap on pavement, with 20-pound wallabies. So sometimes you could see my toe on the left hand. That's the amount of time I got it wrong. When I finally perfected it,
bro.
I felt like, wow. Someone should be watching me scouting.
And the toe poke goal.
The toe poke.
You see when them socks were coming out of their shoes. Bro. That was because of him.
I'm telling you, no, but you're right. The elastico, bro. I trained that with my left foot, bro.
The adverts, the jogger beneath.
Yo, what I saw, yo.
You know that Ronaldinho crossbar video, It was the first YouTube video to hit 1 million views.
Yeah, and it's fake, but I don't even care.
Yeah, no.
In my heart, it's real.
It's real. No, that's real.
So,
that's real.
He was okay, cool.
That's real.
I was in secondary school, Yeah, he was because I remember Cams. You could see him in the back. Yeah. Just a little black smudge. Yeah. I remember, he was so good that I questioned, but Ronaldinho could do that. Like, he was that good of a player that you felt like he could do that. But it's only when my dad was like, idiot. so you think he can just be pointing? That means he'll score every goal. And then I was like, Dad, you know what? You right. You right, man. I should know better. You know what I mean?
And do you know what's so crazy about the 3 of them, is how marketable they all were.
Yeah, of course.
Close your eyes, you can think about Zidane's boot. Close your eyes, you know R9's boot. Close your eyes, you know Ronaldinho's boots. It's ridiculous.
The gold ones, the red ones.
And with all due respect to them, none of them are good looking.
Yeah.
And to be that marketable.
No, Zizou.
Hey, come on, bro.
He's aged well. He's aged well. In his career, he was a little bit meaty. He was a bit meaty.
I don't want to say pause, but
he was a bit
Zidane is class. He is no, he's class with a bald head.
Yeah, no.
Hey, to go bald without a beard and look that good. Hey,
no, hold on. No, in his prime, he had the Mr. Burns, bro.
But he didn't pull it off, bro.
Huh?
He could pull it off.
Yeah, no.
That was because he was wearing an invisible crown. So that crown was literally, so that's what it was. It takes away from your hair.
But it just shows how good they were. Because, bro, it's just different. But listen.
Those teeth, crazy.
Yeah.
Listen,
that can I be real with you, though, When I was younger, I thought Dwight York and him were cousins.
Who's?
Ronaldinho and Dwight York. When I was younger, I said, y'all teeth? Y'all must be.
This guy's insane.
I thought when I was younger, I said, caught ya. That's what I thought.
That is slander from the
I'm sorry, bro. I was young. I was young. I was going through some stuff with Beckham. But anyway, guys,
that is hilarious. Wrap it up.
That's our views. Please, again, let us know in the comments. Now, I just want to say again, justice for Ronaldinho. We don't mean this, but I mean, I'm sorry. Just let us know. I hope this doesn't take away my black card in the ends because this guy was the dad.
Remember when he went to your ends? Remember when he went Peckham?
Yeah.
I seen
grown men. How many players out there can have a grown man scream like a girl, bro?
Nah, honestly.
Come on.
Not even Messi can.
Yeah, facts. It's facts. Ronaldinho's one of one.
Yeah, one of one. But listen, guys, this has been an Inside Scoop. Shout out to HP Like the Source, myself, of course, and Culture Cams, and of course our guest for today, Lyes. If you want to see more of them, let us know in the comments. This has been Inside Scoop. Peace.